was 2019 when I had a major heart attack. I coded, was 17 days in coma, and the doctor told my family to make arrangements. Well, I survived, and then it developed to a heart failure, and then the doctor told me I had 5 years of life expectancy, unless I had a heart transplant. It was really hard because I have 3 daughters, and they are teenagers. I was devastated, had to stop working, doing a lot of things, but miracles happen.
Yeah, wow.
And
so twice you had this really close calls.
Yes.
And you're still here today.
Yes.
After 2019. Now, from my understanding, after the transplant, not everything post-surgery, though, is covered by insurance. Explain why that is, because you would think after such an invasive surgery that things will be covered for you, but that's not the case, you might say. Tell us about that.
Well, most of things are covered, but you do have co-pays, and you have a lot of different labs and treatments that you have to do. So transportation and lounging and expenses.
Yeah.
And cost of medicine.
But if these things aren't kept up with, I mean, you do run into the issue of perhaps endangering the new heart that you got, right?
Yes, you have to. You cannot miss those treatments. You have to be there. You have to do your labs every week. Right now, I have to do it twice a week in San Francisco at UCSF, and I have to do also a cardiac rehab for 3 months.
And so you have to travel in from Nevada every day to do that. That's also part of the expense process,
yes,
right?
Yes,
So you obviously needed help with this.
Yes.
You reached out to an organization called Help Hope Live. It's one of the ways that you tried to raise enough money to do this. Tell us a little bit about that process and what happened.
Help Hope Live, it's a nonprofit organization. They help people with heart transplants and medical patients to cover their medical bills. So basically they have fundraising, and because they are nonprofit, it's tax deductible.
Yes, yeah, well, that's true. I mean, it's important for people to know you can put this on your taxes to help someone. So it does benefit you as well, as much as it's benefit the person that you're trying to help, which is what the important message that you're trying to say here is, right?
Yes. All
right. And so how did that go? I mean, you're able to raise the money through that source. You used other sources too, but were you able to? And by the way, that organization says people that go on that site, they vetted those cases to make sure that what the people are saying are true.
Yes.
So that's one of their selling points for donating through that site.
Yes, they talk to your medical team. They also talk to the social worker responsible, and they pay directly for the medical bills. And if you have expenses, you have to show your expenses proof, so then you can get reimbursed.
Right, it's not a free for all.
It's not. It's not. It's a very serious organization. I did raise about 1/3 of what I needed. I still need a little more because I have some bills spewed up.
Other bills to pay here. So where are you now in the recovery process? I mean, how much longer do you have to keep traveling from Nevada to San Francisco?
At least another 6 months that I have to do the cardiac rehab and all the treatments and biopsies. See my neck.
Yeah. I showed you posted some photos of yourself with where the heart was implanted as well. So and what are your you can see that there. And how are your daughters doing with all of this? I'm sure this was scary for them several years ago when this initially happened.
It was scary, but I always kept my faith, and I always kept my positivity. I always believed that I would live more than 5 years. And that kept me going. So my daughters got that from me. Now they are in the university.
Yeah, you'll be able to see them, and you'll be able to see them graduate. What is your message for folks that are watching and listening to your story right now?
Well, don't lose hope. Sometimes the wait can feel forever. It can feel like it's not going to happen. But one day, the phone rings, and you get a new heart. And don't be scared, because the process, it's tough, but it's worth it. And I feel very honored to have my donor. Bless their souls. Thank you for the family. And I feel blessed for my community my friends and my family.
Your story really has been helped from the donor, from the folks that are helping you with the process after. So you have a whole life ahead of you now, right?
Yes.
To watch your daughters graduate from university and to help maybe pay back to the community as well.
Of course.
Yes. One of that organization, Help, Hope, Live. Definitely give that a try. They do all the vetting and pay all the bills, so you know you're donating it to a good cause as opposed to maybe one of the other organizations that you still need help right now. So if you can, go ahead and help a local resident here who can use it. We appreciate you stopping by today and sharing your story with us. It's just definitely a very hopeful story, and hopefully people can see it and help donate and help, not just for you, for other people as well who need this kind of help as well.
Exactly.
All right, Manil, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
you stopping by.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well. All right, still to come, man,